Welcome back everyone. This is my fourth video tutorial for Adobe Illustrator, specifically geared around preparing designs for using in the laser cutter. I'm just going to show you now something that's pretty cool that you can do using the shape tool to create something like a gear. So in this particular case, I might look at a toothed gear using sort of triangular shaped teeth, or we could create, say, like a rack and pinion gear. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're doing there. So for this, we're going to use the star tool. Now, what we might do is have an external radius of 30 millimeters. So that means that the gear will only be 30 millimeters as its outside diameter. And then the depth of each tooth is then going to be 2 millimeters, because there is a difference of 4 millimeters that I've got set here, which means that it's going to be 2 millimeters on each side of the radius. I think 50 points is probably too many, so I'm going to reduce that down to 30 and just see what happens. And we've gone and created that tooth gear shaped object just like that, which is pretty cool. Remember, if you're using this as a cutting design, you would need to change the black line to that red 255, green 0, blue 0. Now we might go ahead and then put in, let's say, a 3 millimeter hole in the center of that object, and we can go and center align both of those and make that as one object. So there we've got our pinion gear. If we want to go ahead and create a rack for that gear, this is going to be a little bit experimental, and I'm unlikely to get it spot on correct to start with. I'm just randomly drawing a long rectangle there. I've got no idea how big that is, but we're just going to see how we go. I'm just going to show you the Polygon tool here. So I've gone and clicked the Polygon tool, and I'm just going to see how this goes. I might not get it quite right. This time I just want 3 sides because I'm creating a triangle, and that's way too big. We only want it to be somewhere around 5. I'm not really sure. That size is probably not quite right, but I think it will do for our purposes. I'm just going to rotate that one around, okay? And hopefully you can imagine what I'm starting to do here. Now, what I'm going to do, I might even just shrink that down a little bit. I'm sure you can work out and crunch some numbers and work out a mathematical way of getting this right. What I'm going to do is go and copy and paste a bunch of these. Okay, I think that will do me just to show you what we're doing. I'm going to go and select these. I'm going to vertically align the tops of them, and I am going to align to key object and have a 0 millimeter distribution between them. I'm going to select all of those and unite them. See, nothing really looks like it's happened there, but I've now combined them all as one. What that means is when I go and attach them, align them to my rectangular object like I've done there, I can then select both of my objects. Remember, I've now only got 2 objects. One is the rectangle that I'm starting with, and the other is the tooth, and I can go ahead and unite those. I've now got what is a pretty cool rack and pinion gear. Obviously, I would want to continue those triangles right the way along my rack, but that's a pretty cool function that you can have a go at using in Illustrator to create some gears.